Today we have something incredibly exciting to talk about, the highly anticipated Sony FX3 II. Sony has been dominating the professional video market for years, and with the upcoming release of the FX3 II, they're looking to take things to the next level. Expected to launch in mid-2025, this new model is generating a buzz among filmmakers, videographers, and content creators who demand high-performance cinema cameras in a compact form factor. Sony has already made waves with its FX3, a camera that struck the perfect balance between portability and professional-grade video capabilities. Now, with the FX3 II, Sony is aiming to refine that winning formula while introducing cutting-edge features that could potentially redefine what we expect from compact cinema cameras. Could this be the model that finally surpasses Sony's own A7S series? In this in-depth discussion, we'll break down everything we know, including leaks, rumors, and expert speculation about the FX3 II's specifications, design, video capabilities, pricing, and how it could shake up the filmmaking industry. The legacy of the Sony FX3 before diving into the FX3 II. It's important to understand why the original FX3 was such a game-changer when it launched in 2021. Designed for professional videographers, it featured a full-frame 12-megapixel sensor, exceptional low-light performance, 4K recording at up to 120 FPS, and a modular design that made it ideal for use with gimbals and drones. It also had an active cooling system that allowed for extended recording sessions, a feature that distinguished it from many competitors in the cinema camera space. Despite its strengths, the FX3 wasn't perfect. Users pointed out several areas that could be improved, including the lack of an electronic viewfinder, EVF, a somewhat limited button layout, and its reliance on external recorders for raw recording. The FX3 II is expected to address many of these concerns while pushing the boundaries of what a compact cinema camera can achieve. Key features and rumored upgrades: global shutter, a major innovation. One of the biggest rumors surrounding the FX3 II is the potential inclusion of a global shutter sensor. Traditional CMOS sensors use a rolling shutter, which can cause distortion when capturing fast-moving subjects. A global shutter eliminates this issue by capturing the entire frame at once, making it a game-changer for action sports, documentaries, and other high-motion filmmaking scenarios. However, global shutters have historically struggled with dynamic range and high ISO performance, making them less effective in low-light conditions. If Sony has managed to overcome these challenges, the FX3 II could set a new benchmark for motion capture in this category. Resolution: 12 megapixels versus 24 megapixels. Debate: early leaks suggest that Sony might stick with a 12 megapixel sensor, prioritizing low-light sensitivity and dynamic range, similar to the FX3 and A7S III. However, there are conflicting rumors about a potential 24 megapixel sensor, which would allow for 4K oversampling, higher resolution imagery, and greater flexibility in post-production. A higher resolution sensor would also enable open-gate recording, allowing filmmakers to shoot in taller aspect ratios and reframe shots for vertical platforms like TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts without losing image quality. However, increasing the resolution could come at the cost of low-light performance unless Sony introduces advanced pixel binning or dual-gain architecture to compensate. Frame rate and video recording capabilities. Sony is expected to push the boundaries of high frame rate recording with the FX3 II. While 4K at 120 FPS is a given, some leaks suggest we could see 4K at 180 FPS or even 240 FPS, placing the FX3 II ahead of competitors like the Canon EOS R5C and Panasonic Lumix S1H. Such frame rates would be invaluable for slow-motion cinematography, particularly in sports, wildlife, and action filmmaking. To handle the massive data flow required for high bitrate recording, the FX3 II is expected to leverage Sony's XAVC-SI codec, which supports 10-bit 4.2.2 internal recording. There are also whispers about internal raw recording, a feature that would significantly improve workflow efficiency, especially for solo shooters who prefer run-and-gun filming. However, Sony may opt for compressed RAW formats to manage file sizes and processing demands, ergonomic refinements, and design enhancements. The FX3 was already one of the most compact and ergonomic cinema cameras on the market, but Sony is rumored to be making several key improvements: a redesigned grip with deeper contours and tactile buttons for improved handheld usability, better weather sealing, addressing vulnerabilities in the FX3's hot shoe port to enhance durability in harsh environments, a possible attachable electronic viewfinder, EVF, which could be a major game changer for hybrid users who need better framing options. Additionally, the cooling system is expected to receive an upgrade, potentially introducing a more efficient silent cooling mechanism that would allow for longer, uninterrupted recording sessions without the risk of overheating. Advanced audio. Capabilities audio quality is another area where Sony seems to be making significant strides. The FX3 II may introduce 32-bit float audio recording, a feature that has gained traction in recent models like the Panasonic GH7. This technology prevents clipping, ensuring that even in unpredictable environments like weddings, live concerts, or documentary shoots, audio remains pristine and editable in post-production. Paired with Sony's existing XLR handle, this upgrade could reduce reliance on external recorders, streamlining professional workflows and making the FX3 II an even more attractive option for serious creators. Storage and battery life. Sony has been committed to CF Express Type A storage, but the FX3 II could introduce dual card slots supporting both CF Express Type A and SD-UHS-2, providing greater flexibility for users who already own high-speed SD cards. Battery life is also expected to improve, possibly featuring a higher capacity battery or more efficient power management for longer shooting sessions. Price and market positioning. The Sony FX3 II is expected to launch with a price tag between $3,800 and $4,200, positioning it as a premium tool for serious filmmakers and content creators. While this pricing is higher than most hybrid cameras, it reflects the FX3 II's dedicated cinema-grade features, making it distinct from models like the Sony A7 IV. One of the biggest questions is whether the FX3 II's arrival signals the end of the A7S series. The A7S III has been Sony's low-light video king for years, but if the FX3 II includes global shutter, internal RAW recording, and built-in ND filters, Sony may phase out the A7S lineup entirely, directing hybrid users toward either the FX Cinema line or the more photocentric A7 models. Final thoughts. Is the Sony FX3 II worth the hype? The FX3 II is shaping up to be one of the most exciting camera releases in recent memory. With rumored features like global shutter, internal RAW recording, 32-bit float audio, and improved ergonomics, it could redefine the compact cinema camera market. If Sony executes these innovations successfully, the FX3 II won't just be an upgrade, it could set a new industry standard. What are your thoughts on the Sony FX3 II? Would you consider upgrading from the FX3 or switching from another brand? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth tech analysis and the latest news in the world of filmmaking and photography. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more on technology in the future.